Hi and welcome to ATP. The nice man from FedEx has just delivered a package through my door, and this is the new GoPro HD helmet camera, the Motorsports version. Inside here is a very small video camera that I'm going to be using on a couple of photography and commercial projects I've got coming up. And I've just ordered this from Amazon because it will help me to kind of get the shots I want. I'll just explain quickly. I'm going to do this is just an unboxing video just to show you what's inside the package when you get it. But just to explain, I've also used the Contour HD helmet camera as well. I used this when I did a Enduro Africa trip across Africa on a motocross bike for about 1,000 miles, and this got hammered with dust and stones and rain for about 8 days across Africa, and it survived really well, and it still works really well. The only thing with this one is it's not fully waterproof. You can't immerse it in water, and it only shoots this version at 720p at 30 frames a second. It will shoot 60 frames a second, which is what I need, but only a lower resolution of 800 by 452 pixels. So what I need is HD at 1080p at 30 frames a second and 720p at 60 frames a second, which is what this does. Now I need that super fast speed because I'm doing various kind of slow motion shots with the camera. This is still very good, still works really well, but this is the one I want because it can attach anywhere. Now the Motorsports version here, which I'm going to unbox in a sec, has got a suction mount which will actually attach to the bonnet of a car, so it's good for doing videos in that respect. It'll attach to the tank of a bike, it'll attach to your crash helmet. I've also bought a head strap, so it'll go around the crash helmet or it'll go on your head, and I'm going to use that for something special, but I'm not going to tell you what it is now. But that's going to be used for a couple of commercial contracts. And also this little tripod mount, so it will actually go onto a tripod. But I'm also actually going to use that tripod mount with the camera on something like the Gorilla tripod, the Gorilla Pod, so it can be attached to anything, trees, fences, anything like that. So I'm going to open this now, just do a quick unboxing just to show you what's inside. If you're going to buy one of these, this is what you can expect. Okay, so let's get this open. I'll use the knife. Okay, first thing I've noticed is it's fairly heavy, so I'm hoping that's kind of a testament to what's inside. There we are, 5 megapixel photos. One thing about this, it will actually take a series of, as well as video, HD video, it will also take 5 megapixel photos, and you can do that every 1 second, every 2, 5, 10, 15, 20 seconds, every minute, every hour. It will do really good time-lapse photography, so another good reason for getting this camera. I won't go into too much of the details here, I'll do that when I do the review, but it shoots at 720p, 960p, which both of those are super wide with a viewing angle of 170 degrees, and then you've got the true HD at 1080p, which is at around 130 degrees I think, or maybe a bit less. But let's have a look inside now. If I take this bag off. Take it out of the box. Looks like it might have been opened before. This is from Amazon. One thing I'm going to do is actually check the pixels on the camera, because I did read somewhere, you can see here there's a little bit of damage on the box, damage there, maybe because of the transit, but also inside the box it looks like it's been opened before. You can see here it doesn't look ultra brand new to me, but I may be wrong. But what I'm going to do is actually check the pixel quality of the camera once I've taken it out and had a good look at it, and just make sure that there's no dead pixels on there, because I've read stories that some of the versions have got dead pixels. So let's have a look and see what's inside here. Like I said, I'll be doing a full review once I've had a bit of a play with it, and I will be taking this out once the battery is charged. So inside the box here you've got your typical instructions and also the battery. Apparently the previous version of the GoPro actually had AA batteries, but this now has got a lithium, I think it's a lithium ion battery, which is supposed to last up to about 2.5 hours, so that's pretty good upgrade. This is, I think, if you want to use the camera without the waterproof housing. This has holes in the back which will actually allow the sound to travel better. So the audio quality is better when you put this on as opposed to the full waterproof housing. So if you're not using it underwater or in heavy rain, you can put this on and the sound quality will be a lot better. There's no external microphone on this one as far as I know. So that's instructions in that bit. Here we've got the suction mount that will go on the car. I think these are pretty sturdy from what I've read. So and apparently this is very difficult to come off the car. It's a great suction pad, but I'm going to be testing that out as well. But that looks pretty sturdy and it feels good. It feels kind of like a real hard plasticky metal kind of feel. So it doesn't feel cheap, it feels well made. So I'll have a bit of a play with that later. I will be taking it out in the car at some point. Maybe do some time-lapse stuff through the town of Weymouth. All your normal cables, that's your USB 2 cable. I know there's HD video cables, this in, this out, that out. I've got hundreds of these now, so they'll go in my collection of cables. And then you also get various bits and pieces. That's it now inside the box. All these bits here, you actually get quite a good selection of attachments. So these are flat surface attachments. Don't know if you can see that. They're flat surface. They will peel off and stick to any flat surface, and then you can put the swing arm and the camera on any flat mounted surface. That's those two. Or do you get three of those? You get three of those. There we go. So I can put those on three different surfaces, and then obviously you would need to get the new attaching sticky bit there if you ever wanted to actually take those off again. And then you get two curved ones, and these are good to go onto crash helmets and things like that, or the tank of a motorbike or that kind of thing. So they're slightly curved. These can also obviously go on skateboards and things like that, but there are so many attachments that come with this camera, it's fantastic. And then you've got your various bits and pieces here, which this obviously slots into these bits, and it clips in, and then you've got all your various attachments. I'm not going to go through all of these because I really don't know that well what they all do, but I'll get it all put together at some point and have a bit of a play. So that's all the attachments. They can go over there, that can go in the box. And then we've got the actual camera here. I haven't got a clue how to get this out, so let's just again take this off the box like so. And how do we get in there? There we go. How do we get in? How do we get in? I'm pretty sure this will have to come right off. Oh, there we go. Just opens itself. So then we've got the actual camera itself. So this is actually attached to the base plate, and I haven't got a clue how to get it off. Don't want to break the thing. So let's have a look. Oh, goodness me. I'm presuming this, there we go, it slides off. So this is just like a fake mount, if you like. I can get this off. There we go. I could probably use that as a mount for something else as well, so that's quite handy. And then we've got the actual camera itself, and here we are. I'm not going to take it right out. Gosh, that's stiff. This is the bit that you need to undo to be able to move this up and down. Or maybe you don't undo that. That will just turn and you can redirect it. It's very, very sturdy, very stable. I must say it's pretty good. It feels really well made. The housing I know is very good. Looks absolutely spotless, so I'm assuming it's brand new. I'll have to say that because you never know on eBay, on Amazon or any online purchasing. And to get into the camera, I assume this just comes up. I don't want to start breaking things, so let's lift that bit up like that, bring that over, and then take the back off. And then you've got the weeny little camera. And that is it. It's fantastic. It's very light, but I must say it feels quite sturdy. You've got your HD TV connection there, USB connection there, and then standard TV and audio out there. And I know that this bit here you can attach a screen to the back, so you can actually have a dedicated screen on the back for handy viewing and actually seeing what you're filming. And it also comes with a bigger case if you have that attached. So here's the menu and everything. So that's it, that's the camera. So I'm going to be testing this pretty soon, but it actually feels quite sturdy. And this O-ring here is good, obviously the waterproof bit. And I'm quite pleased with that so far. Let's compare it to the actual GoPro HD. I mean, they're about the same kind of size or bulk, if you like, but obviously different dimensions. But this has to go on the side of a helmet, or it sticks onto the side of something there. The thing I love about the Contour HD is you can actually move the front lens to actually line it up, and you have two lasers that fire out that actually help you to line up your images. But like I say, this isn't fully waterproof, so I'll use it for certain things, but there is a new version which is much better. You can see the lasers have just come on there. There is a newer version, and they've got GPS versions, which I was tempted by, but like I said, this doesn't come with an underwater housing, whereas turn that off, the GoPro does. It comes already with a waterproof housing, with all the mounts and suction mounts and everything, so it's a really good deal, and this cost me about, I think, £210 from Amazon, so I'm really chuffed with that. So all I need to do now is just check the footage, charge the battery and go out and have a play, and then later on we'll do a full review of the camera with all the footage that we've taken.